we have big facets on this rock? Well, we're sitting here looking at this rock. Let's make sure it's square in our brain, right? Faceting. Why do we have What two things do you need for faceting?
Shallow, cold.
That's it, right? Shallow, cold. So what's zero in this environment right here?
The rock.
The rock, because remember it heated all summer long, and so it's going to be 0 C. So how deep's that snow?
3 centimeters.
How cold does the temperature have to be to get greater than 1 degree C change for 10 centimeters?
Negative 0.5.
So not very cold. Does everybody agree? Has it been that cold?
Yeah.
So we understand that, yeah, that's why we have faceting. And we have depth hoar growing on top of the rock. So it's an artificial environment that's like created that, right? Pretty cool?
Yeah.
So it's just showed us what happens also in the snowpack. What's over there? That other pit? The other grains we saw?
Buried surface hoar.
Buried surface. How does surface hoar form again?
That's cold.
Super cold temps.
Yeah, the temperature gets cold enough so that it reaches dew point.
Everybody tracking with that? Where's the available moisture right here? Where's the snowpack? Where else?
Stream.
How about down in the stream bed, right? So imagine that little fog-like layer you would have seen in the middle of the night, clear, calm, cold night, sitting up here on the bank, reached dew point and started growing those little feathers. And then what came in? Storm and dumped about that much snow on top of it. Why is it